Okay, hopefully this works. Welcome to your makeup tutorial. The first thing I'm gonna do is just wash my face off. So you can use any type of cleaner that you have. Just make sure your face is clean and tidy for the makeup. I use toner because my face hates me, but you have a pretty clear complexion, so I don't think that's necessary for you. And I still have some leftover makeup from yesterday. So now that that's done, we are going to use your primer and get a little bit out here. Gonna work for me. Lovely. So just put it on the spots in your face that you kind of want smoothed out. That's pretty much everywhere for me, so I just kind of put it all on there. And I just did my eyebrows, so I'm gonna have little eyebrow hairs all over me. Ow. Okay, it usually says to spread up so you're not kind of accentuating any wrinkles, I guess. It's kind of lifting your face. Okay, so after that, we are gonna put on your foundation, which you don't have yet, so this is mine. Just gonna put a little bit on my face. You can start by putting it on your hand as well. I just do it anyway. So I would say use either of these two for your foundation. I'm gonna start with this one to just get it on the surface. Spread it around a little bit. Cover all of the areas on the face. Okay, and once you got a pretty good coverage, you can then go in with your concealer, just this one. And this I would just put under the eyes. I think you just dab it on and kind of twist it to get more of the concealer out. You're just going to blend that. Okay, and then I just do a little bit on the forehead to lighten it up. You can do just under your eyebrows as well, just to make sure that that's all covered. Nice, and then any spots that you have as well. So I have spots down here. I'm just gonna cover up. Don't think that will really apply for you. Anyway, so that is that done. And then we will go in with your bronzer. So this is going to Oh, so your brushes say what they're for, which is cool. Okay. So we're gonna go in with the bronzer to shape the face. So I would probably use this brush because it's pointed and then you can blend it quite easily. So you're going to shape your cheekbones, and you can do this little trick where you like kind of like suck in your lips, I guess. Probably shouldn't do it while I'm looking at the camera because that's a terrible idea. And this is very dark for my face. So I just kind of start with a line and then I start buffing it out. Kind of blending it. Okay, and then I like going underneath the cheek. No, not cheekbone. What is this called? The jawbone, and kind of define it as well. Kind of gives you more of a sharper jawline. But you want to make sure that you blend it as much as possible so it doesn't look like you just kind of drew a line there. You do it under your chin as well if you want to. I usually try to make the most definition like right under here and then just blend it out on the bottom. I also like defining my temples as well, so I'll put a little bit there and blend that. Just makes your face look a little bit thinner, I guess. And then I also just do the hairline and then just kind of, I don't really know what it does. I've seen a lot of people do it online. I think it just kind of blends it all together and it kind of doesn't make your forehead as big, maybe. But anyways, another thing you can do, which is optional, is define your nose right here. I've done it a few times. I feel it's too much for my face, but it's definitely something you can do if you want. And yeah, that would just be doing lines here, and then you can also do lines going out from your nostrils as well. And then that just kind of defines your bridge, the bridge of your nose. Okay, so now that's done. We're gonna go in with your blurring powder and just kind of round everything out, make sure everything's nice and blended. So for this one, you want to use this brush, not the one that they give you because it sucks. So I'll just leave it in there for now, but I just threw mine out. You're gonna put a bit on, and then we're just gonna put that all over the face, down the neck, over the eyes. Just kind of make sure everything's covered and blending pretty nicely. Okay, so now that that's done, we can now go in with the blush. And for this one, you probably want to go back to this. I mean, you could do the powder one as well. It doesn't really matter. A little bit on there. And I like to do it here. Some people like to do it here. It really just depends on what you're wanting the look to look like. It's really dark. But I like trying to show that I have high cheekbones, so that's kind of what I go for. But it's totally up to you. Just have so much on this side. So much on this side. Anyway. I like my makeup to be pretty muted, but you can go for whatever you want. Okay, so that's done. We can go in with a highlighter, and where you want to put this is on the line of your cheekbones. So put a little bit on there. I usually smile and see where my cheekbones are. So I'll put it on the front and then up towards your temple. And then I'll put some on my nose and then a little bit on my upper lip just to show that definition there. You can put some on your chin as well, but I just feel like that makes you kind of shiny. A little bit too shiny in the wrong spots, but up to you. Now, what I would like to do is some eyeshadow. I'm going to use your eye contour kit. And for your eyes, I like to do it a little bit more fancy, I guess. So we'll start with the red in the middle here, or the pink, or whatever it is. So we'll put that kind of from the middle going out. Oh, this is the brush I'm using. We'll do that on both sides. Yeah, because your hair is dark and your complexion's dark. This will look a lot more muted on you than it does on me. Because my skin's light and my hair is light. So, yeah, so we'll start from the middle out. You can go a little bit in if you want to. I just kind of brush it off on my wrist a little bit to start with a new color. So then we'll go in with this one here, the lighter one at the bottom. And this one you do from the inside crease out and kind of blend them a little bit. And this is definitely like an optional color. You can just go with the rosier color and just leave it at that if you want. But I thought these two would look kind of cool together. And I'm just kind of wiping it off here. And because we're at a lighter color, I think I'll just go in with the highlighter to put in the crease here. So I'm going to make sure I have as much off as I can, and then we'll go in with the crease. And actually, if you want, you can use these little ones that are in here already. So I might just try that just to show you. So this little pointed one, I'm going to use this little highlighted one here and just put it in the crease. You can just kind of blend that up and down and out over the other color. I'm going on the top lid and a little bit around the bottom just to give that a little highlight, make your eyes look bigger. And then we'll go back with this other brush here and we'll do the highlight first, because I know if I do the dark one it might mix. So the highlight is this one, and this is for the underside of your brow. So I'm just going to put it on kind of from the middle out, just to give it a little bit of definition here. And then I'm just trying to get rid of it, and then we're going to go in with the dark one that kind of contours your eyelid. So this one we're going to kind of dab in the corner. Don't want to go too crazy quite yet. I'm just going to dab it in the corner of the eyelid. Okay, I'm going to take a little extra off, and then we're just going to go in and blend it all together. And of course you can dumb this down if you're wanting just to go with like a more natural look for like a day at work or something. You can just do one color, you can do like the lighter colors and just leave the dark one. Like this can be for a night out or something. But I think with your skin tone, it's not going to be as bright and as fancy, I guess. So that's eyeshadow. And then we're wanting to do some eyeliner, so we'll do this on top. I haven't used a pencil eyeliner in forever, so we'll see how this goes. I'm assuming you know how to do this, probably more than I do. So I'm just gonna go in and line here. Oh dear. I'm sure this will look better with some mascara. And I don't know if you do a cat or anything. You can if you want to. I'm not good at it. I don't know if you do the bottom either, but I might just do like a little bit here just to see what it looks like. Another thing you can do if you don't want to do eyeliner, you can use one of the smaller blenders from that palette, the eyeshadow palette, and you can just kind of put a little of the brown. It looks so bad, but it's fine. Like on the bottom of your top lid, and you can also put it in the bottom over here as well, just to have some more eye definition. This is so messy. Okay, so now that we have the eyeliner on, it's looking gorgeous. We're gonna put on some mascara, and Grace stole mine, and I don't think we bought any for you. I'm just making sure I'm using everything. Put that on. Oh, I almost forgot brows. So ideally we want to do brows before we do mascara, but if you missed that, that is okay. You can still do it after. Okay. So for brows, we have this and this guy. So I think this will be pretty easy. So I just kind of brush my brows how I want them, kind of brush the front up and then over for the rest of it. Just kind of figure out my shape. So with this, it's more like a liquid base brow. So I haven't really used it before, but we'll see how this works. So I'm just going in with the green, I guess, of my eyebrow hairs. And I usually just start from the bottom at the front here because I kind of like how there's a little bit more definition of all the hairs in the front, and then like there's less definition at the back, so it's kind of more solid back here and not so much up here. So I'm just gonna go on the bottom here, kind of go with the grain a little bit so it looks like I'm just drawing in hairs. And then the farther I go, the less I'm really caring about the individual hairs. And I'm just kind of filling out my brow at the end there. You can brush it out a little bit if you want to, or just kind of leave it as is. So that is brows. I forgot to put this on. There we go. This is mine. Okay, and then lastly we have lips. So I believe we put on this one first. So for me, I like the color on the outside and then less so in the middle, so it looks like it's kind of blending. So I'll just start with a little line here. Just outlining the lips. You don't really have to be very precise because it's all gonna be blended anyway. Okay, and then we'll use the gloss here. Put it in the middle. I usually just put it in the bottom. The gloss doesn't seem to be doing a lot, so I'm just gonna put some more color just in the center, just to kind of mix it all up. It might have been a lot. Okay, so for this one you might just want to cover it and then put the gloss on top. Because with mine I have a lipstick and a lip gloss, so, and it's like the same color. I guess it will probably get that color anyway because it's going over top. But yeah, it's a nice color. Okay, and now that we're done with all of the makeup, you can then use your finisher spray. I don't know if it needs to be shaken or not. But I just do one spray on each side. So, oh, I guess I should get it working first. And just let it dry. And then you should be good for the day. Hopefully this helps. It's really long.